So, day 1 of the 100 Days of Narration Challenge. And for day 1, I am going to read Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter by Seth Grahame Smith. I really like this book actually. I finished it within a week of buying it. Twice! So, sort of a declaration of my love. So I got page 242 on the randomizer website, random.org. I will begin now. 1860, on the third ballot of the... No, I'll just read a complete sentence instead of the middle of a sentence. That would avoid any confusion. That would be great. Abe was in Springfield when he learned that he, not Seward, had been nominated for president. I can scarcely comprehend that such an honor has been bestowed upon me, and yet, and there is no hope of putting this modestly, so I shall not attempt to, it comes as no surprise. There is a war coming. It shall not be a war of men, but it is a man who shall spill his blood fighting it, for it concerns his very right to be free, and I, of all men, must win it. In 1860, presidential candidates weren't expected to campaign on their own behalf. The speechmaking and handshaking were traditionally left to political allies and subordinates, while the candidates themselves remained behind the scenes, quietly writing letters and greeting well-wishers. Abe saw no reason to break with tradition, while his supporters, including Seward, who, despite losing the nomination, threw his full weight behind Abe, tirelessly traveled the country on his behalf. Candidate Lincoln remained with his family in Springfield, from an entry dated April 16th. I walked to and from my office each morning, greeting friends as I passed, thanking strangers for their good wishes. When my business is concluded, I gambol about with my two youngest at home before seeing them off to bed. And when the weather is suitable, I join Mary for a walk. Life is much as it ever was, with 3 exceptions, those being the 3 vampires who have come to keep watch over us. Abe's swift-footed assailants had been reassigned by Henry and the Union. They were now his personal bodyguards, sworn to protect him at all costs. I suspect they are somewhat embittered for being thus assigned, though it is impossible to know, for they rarely speak. I have several times referred to them as my unholy trinity in jest, but this has yet to produce in them a single smile. They are a deadly serious lot, which, I suppose, makes them well suited to the task of keeping me alive. I guess I'll just read those 2 pages. If I'm feeling a bit diligent, I'll maybe type down what I read in the description. If not, then you guys have to find the book, go to page 242 and read it yourselves. That's just how things are. See you guys tomorrow.